Ani bojo, benesi dishnakas, wajash gdorum michisagig anashnabek, kwaho ganyigahaga hodnashoni, Alderville Donjiba, North Bay and Diana, and Anishinaabe and Dow. So it's always very important for First Nations peoples, Indigenous peoples, to use our language because especially on Canada Day, people have to understand that there aren't two official languages. There are probably about 50 languages that were being spoken on these lands thousands of years before people came here from Europe. Canada Day it means a lot, I think, to Indigenous peoples because this is our land. We looked after these lands and still are looking after them. We have to remember that Canada is one of the youngest countries in the world. It's barely 150 years old. My late mother lived to be over 100. She was 2/3 as old as Canada. Maybe a lot of the problems that Canada has got itself into, the challenges that have faced Indigenous peoples are because they have been living in a country that's really just a teenager, and we all know what teenagers can be like. But I still like to tell people there's no other country in the world that I would rather live in than Canada, because of we're still in our growing stage, we're still having growing pains, but overall there's no other place in the world, I think, that shows the promise that Canada has as a young country. And there are advantages to being young, whether you're a teenager or a country, because you can learn from other people's mistakes and you can learn from their successes. So, this country we call Canada is, as I think, capable of being one of the if not the best example in the world of how to create relationships with First Peoples. And there are First Peoples everywhere. There are over 300 million Indigenous peoples around the world. We tend to think that they're only in North America, but the relationships that are evolving with Indigenous peoples here are, I think they're setting a high standard.